Hi again, online Hold'em tools here. Video survived the first hour of large multi-table tournament. I'm gonna break this tournament up into hour segments. I last right around 5 hours here. I find it unique that most players get knocked out in the first hour of a tournament. It seems 50% of the field disappears. So I think a lot of people could benefit from understanding kind of your strategy should be in the first hour of a tournament. For large multi-table tournaments, I like to run Poker Edge here. It gives me some instant statistics on players at the table, kind of their basic strategy over however many hands they've been tracked. One of the most useful tournament software programs I use is Tournament Indicator here at the bottom. This will help you understand your M zone. I'm going to use the M zone a lot when referencing kind of my strategy throughout this tournament. Your M zone is a ratio of the blinds, the antes, if there ever is, and the number of players at the table. In simple terms, breaks down and it gives you a number. You can see down here, Tournament Indicator has a dial that shows you where your M zone is. And you can see if you're full, like a full tank of gas, you're running okay, but as you start to run out of gas there, you start to put yourself in a bad position. Early in the tournament, pocket fives. Gotta lay it down to a raise there. You don't want to get involved with small pocket pairs. You end up losing more chips in the first hour than you're gaining, because most of these players, especially by his indication being a call station, are playing very trashy cards. Even any ace. You can see his voluntarily put money in the pot is atrocious. He plays an awful amount of hands, so he could have anything in this position. The other player in the hand is no better, so it's difficult to put either of them on a hand even betting here. We could be up against a straight, busted flush draw, busted straight draw, two pair. I don't think anybody has a set. Pair and a busted straight draw. Just about where an over-aggressive bomb would be in a hand just like that. Queen 10, not necessarily the best hand, especially early in a tournament. You can get yourself in a lot of trouble. You hit a queen, are you sure your 10 is good? Vice versa, you hit a 10, are you sure your queen is good? Ace 10 is a very common played hand. Queen, ace, queen, king, queen, jack. You're beat by an awful amount of hands, and it's hard to determine your strength. In the first hour of a tournament, you're going to get called a lot. Your raises aren't going to mean a lot to a lot of players. The all in there. I had to put that player on a solid hand, or just pushing that player out of the pot. It's a good play. Could have seen there. If we would have been involved with the queen, we would have really been put to a big test for a lot of chips there at the end. Dangerous hand is king queen. It's really hard to know what to do with it. I did have position. Hadn't played a lot of hands here. Been folding a lot. I'm gonna make the call. We got a call station and a bomb down here. So I know if I hit good, I could probably take a lot of chips from these players. The flop is rags. A small straight draw. No flush draw. Don't have the best odds to call. Gotta just get out of the way. Pick a good spot. That wasn't a good spot. So here we go. A few hands later, queens. A much better spot. You want to be careful with your queens. Early position. We do have later position. We get some limpers. I'm not going to allow the limp in. I'm obviously going to make a raise. I want to make a decent size raise. I have a caller, two callers, large chip stack up there. His icon does indicate a call station. Way more action than I wanted. As more and more players called, I got more and more defensive. Ace comes on the flop. You gotta assume that you're beat. You have to lay it down. Discipline in a position like this with that many people in the pot, there's gotta be an ace out there. And there was two of them. And two pair even. I would have rivered, but you can't make moves like that. You have to be disciplined and lay down. Not out of the tournament. You want to make sure you survive and pick good spots to put all your chips in, especially in such a weak field of players early on in a tournament. Ace king, big raise. Get an all in. Let's size up the player. Looking at his statistics here on both Tournament Indicator and here on Poker Edge. I have to make the call. Top pair, top kicker, runner flush draw. I'm all in. I get a call, and you will not believe what the queen 2 at the bottom called me to risk the rest of their chips. The flush draw doesn't pan out. I actually end up hitting a boat right as we go on break. Accumulate a nice chip stack. I didn't play very many hands. I picked solid hands to play, played them aggressive. If you choose good spots, good hands, and are aggressive in those spots, and know when to back off of hands, as in the case when I laid down the queens, you can take yourself through the first hour of a tournament. You'll see later on here in hours 2, 3, and 4 how your play needs to adjust as you get deeper into a tournament. Through the first hour, lay low, lay tight, do what you need to do to survive the first hour. Let the donkeys, the fish, whatever you'd like to call them, send themselves home. Free poker ebook at onlineholdemtools.com. More videos to come. Watch hour 2, surviving multi-table tournaments. Thank you.